are you? I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I always don't think of filming. I guess when you do it like all the time, you remember like, oh, grab the camera. But me, I go about normal life and then I'm like, oh, I should be videoing this for other people's entertainment. Hey? You what? No, don't clip a plant. So I don't know why, I just got like some energy. So we're moving the chickens. They were sitting here, as you can tell from my nasty, they were sitting right there where that like, I can't move my hand. They were right here and they had free run of the yard. I don't have them fenced in or anything. We're changing that because I don't like them right there. I don't know. I don't like it right there from the beginning. But also the rocks, like I couldn't move the rocks. So where they were not is all rocks, and then where they were is dirt because I just raked up the rocks. But with their scratching and everything, they keep uncovering more rocks. Like, I don't know how deep these rocks go. So, but I always have to like rake out more rocks and rake out more rocks. And it just looked like crappy. Oh my gosh. So we're moving the chickens. Tyron, I know, look at all the feathers. We're going to clean this up and then we're going to rake the rocks back. And I'll actually turn you around and show you. That is where they're going to go now. And so I've got that garden. And I think I've told you, I was going to garden. Yeah, not that one, but that one I'll need too. I was gonna garden, and the 4 plants, would you go away, you and your squeaky ball? Come on. We ended up, Bella, go away with your squeaky ball. We ended up planting 5 plants. Bella ate one, and see, they get trampled, or they don't get watered. I guess the sprinklers don't actually hit the garden, which kind of irritates me beyond all measure. So our garden is dying and the weeds are growing back because it's not lined and I was lazy and didn't do anything. So I gave up on the gardening. Our potted plants, we've got tomato, are doing well. And that's strawberries. If I could just get my little kid to stop picking the tomatoes, they would actually grow. So this garden goes from the rock wall, and then it's lined right here. So what I'm gonna do is we moved the coop. It's actually very easy for 2 people to move, one on each end. The kids got this end, I got that end. We swung it around and plopped it down, and I scooted it all the way back to the rocks so the door could open. And I'm going to figure out some kind of fencing. I think, it has to be movable fencing. So I've heard of the actual like electrified fencing, but it's movable. You just unplug it and move it around if you need to. Or I might just do bigger squared chicken wire and stakes. I'm not sure, but they need to be contained because the poop is awful. And I'm trying to think, with us going down to get John in a couple weeks, I have a prospective house sitter, chicken sitter, and I want it to be easy on her. So I'm just, and I'm trying to make it look nice. Like, I don't use that garden and it looks like crap, and then I put the chickens over here and it looked like crap. So I'm just gonna make the yard a little bit nicer for when John comes home, and I figure they can poop in there all they want and I can just rake it up. And they have dirt and they have grass and they have bugs, and all I'll do is put a fence along the side, along the front, along the side, and then I'm thinking I'll put the fence on top of the rocks and it'll just be a square, and so they'll have their little house that they sleep in at night, but then they still have room to get out and they'll have shade from those trees in the mornings and this tree right here in the afternoon, and then eventually when the sun gets low enough, the trampoline will give them shade, and that'll be great. Because I was worried about them overheating here because they get heat from the rocks and heat from the pathway and heat from the house.
It's like when the sun hits the...
Yeah, it's very hot. All this shade. I know, but that's only at what time is it? 2:30 in the afternoon. But until then, they're baking. So I'm just trying to make it look nicer. And I want to tell you right now, I don't like that coop. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be, but hey, you get what you pay for. If we ever do move, I want to get a bigger coop and probably more chickens, but that is if we ever move.